Hello there. Just me and the Nerdmobile on my way to Nerdvenger's Tower for the first time today. Yeah, quite excited for this Tuesday stream. First time through here. First attempt at streaming today. Kenobi. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about episode 3 predictions. Things that we think will happen. We're going to try to do no spoilers. We're going to give some swag away. We're going to talk about it as a community. And frankly, I'm already furious. I'm furious. This is Bill Gates' fault. You know? Let's get into it. I'm pulling into the tower for the first time today. I'll see you in a second. For the first time today, here we go. Yeah. Yo, so I'm wondering, like, about my neighbors, because several times a week it seems like at about 10:35, they probably hear something like this. And they're probably like, what's the deal with that? Sound like somebody's screaming over there. You know, like, holy shit. You know, it's crazy. Crazy times. Anyways, everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the show here at Nerdvenger's Tower. Very excited and happy to be with you guys. Episode 3 of Kenobi. Airing later tonight, unless Lucasfilm last minute changes their mind and, you know, maybe they're releasing it right now. I wouldn't be surprised at all. On a serious note, I did miss the watch party with you guys. I was bummed, man. I was bummed about that. But things should be on track tomorrow. They should release it at the regularly scheduled time. And I don't believe that they're going to change that. So at 2:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will go live. We'll chat it up a little bit about the episode, get excited, maybe watch some videos or some things online as we get into it, and then we'll watch the episode together, and then we'll react to the episode together. So I think that's going to be fun. I think that's going to be awesome. I do love the watch parties, and I do regret that we didn't have one last week. Okay, so we should be doing that. Also today we will be doing a couple of giveaways. We got some fun stuff. I tell you, I think this is one of the coolest pops. It's a Star Wars Celebration exclusive Luke Skywalker. Okay, I think this thing looks beautiful. And we're going to be giving one of these away today. We will also be giving away a Darth Vader pop today. And we'll be giving one of these away each week as we move towards the finale of Kenobi, okay? So we will be doing over-unders. We're going to talk generally about all the good stuff that's going on with Kenobi. I do just want to say, and I want to touch on something briefly because I'm sure many of you are curious about it and talking about it. So, obviously, I mean, look, right now, I think Star Wars is trending. Moses Ingram is trending. A lot of this stuff is trending right now because there have been a lot of racist messages sent to Moses Ingram via Instagram. She did a little video talking about it. A lot of folks are talking about this. The official Star Wars account chimed in on this as well, okay? So a couple of things just about this. First of all, I mean, I want to say it's like obvious or whatnot, but like, yeah, I mean, obviously that stuff is horrible, and those kind of attacks are ridiculous, you know. And a little bit before we went live, I watched Theory's video on it, I thought it was on fucking point. You know what I mean? And him talking about the history that Star Wars fans have with abusing the actors and the people that are involved in Star Wars. I gotta be honest, like, the racist element of it is so gross and so, like, beyond the pale. But I would say even walking several steps back from that, I think it's absurd that we want to, like, shit on or attack actors for what they do, what they sign up for. Just, it's so illogical to me. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the people that are in control of what a character is like in a show, they're not the actors. You know what I mean? The actors are directed, characters are written, you know, shows are produced. And so there's a lot of other people. Even if you have a legitimate issue with a character, I think it's so cringe to, like, go after an actor or an actress for that. And, you know, with Moses specifically, what I saw from her Instagram story and just what I think of her in my very limited time, you know, having access to basically her and her thoughts on these sort of things, I think she's handling it well. And I think that she's a strong person. She seems to be, like, you know, on point with her stuff. The other aspect of this, the other side of this is, of course, that when the Star Wars account itself chimes in on something like this, it does cause a rift and a further dividing within the fan base. And I actually will probably do a full video on this because, of course, all of those things are horrible and people should not be attacked for being in Star Wars. But there's, like, almost a toxic positivity element here and an aspect that I think is being widely ignored with the discourse surrounding the character, right? Not the actress, but the character specifically. And I just wanted to say this, actually. I wanted to show you guys just one thing that actually gave me a lot of positive vibes this morning. And it's such a rare thing that a discourse on Twitter, to me, was so cool. Okay? And again, this is, like, really, really touchy stuff. So trigger warning, of course, for people. But so I made this post earlier in the morning because I saw the Star Wars post, okay? And I saw a lot of people, like, here's the thing. I know a lot of people personally that have issues with Reva, and they think that she is a woke character, okay? And they think that she is a character created or cast specifically for the purpose of representation, okay? And I was sitting there and I was, like, trying to, like, wrap my head around this, right? Because, like, you know, I like to think critically about these sort of things. And I was like, man, it seems so weird that Reva specifically is getting all of this hate. And I just can't fathom that it's all, like, basically it's an abnormal amount of hate, right? And I just can't, in my brain, make sense that of like that all just being racism. Like, for instance, like Thandie Newton, Giancarlo Esposito, Carl Weathers, Billy D. Williams, you know, the list goes on and on and on. There have been many, you know, black actors or people of color that have been involved in Star Wars that are not as hated, or there doesn't seem to be as much frustration with the character with those examples. And so in my mind, I'm just like, well, this can't all just be racism. Like, what is going on here, right? And I started this thread on Twitter, and I actually really recommend it. If you can come at this with an open mind and an open heart, I was actually shocked at how mostly productive and open the discourse on this thread was. I'm not saying we all see this the same way. And I know there's a lot of passion and you know, feeling behind these sort of issues. But I just think that if you want to look a little further into this and you want to see how other people are viewing this, I would check out this thread on my Twitter. It really did make me feel good because these are, you know, big time issues, right? But the discourse in this thread made me realize that if you come at this with the right tone and you're very like open, man, there's a lot of great points, I think, on, maybe both sides, I guess you could say. There's a lot of great points and a lot of things that when people said them, they kind of made me understand at least the perspective of other people when it comes to this, okay? And so, obviously racism and attacking actors in general, like super out of line, 100% out of line. But I do think there's something more to what is happening here with Reva, and I just cannot possibly, I just don't see a way in my brain that the abnormal amount of frustration and hate that's coming towards Reva, it just can't all be racism. Because where the fuck are all those racists? Like, where's all that racist energy for all of these other characters? It doesn't make any sense. So I don't really want to go into it too much right now, right here, because I want to just get hyped up for Kenobi. But again, if you can come at this with an open mind and an open heart, I was shocked at how this thread had great vibes and a lot of people bringing up different points, educating each other, bringing different perspectives. I think it's really, really good stuff. So if you're into that, go check it out. You can also probably go look at this thread if you want to just get super mad, which some of you love to do. So there's that as well, okay? So I just kind of wanted to touch on that. I think, my personal feelings towards Moses, I like what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's subjective, right? So a lot of people will feel about this differently. I like the performance. I think it's a good performance. I think the character is interesting. I personally have issues with a lot of the writing around the character, with the writing of the Inquisitors and things of that nature, right? So my opinion on this is that I do think there's an element of them propping this character up at the belittlement or, maybe even like borderline desecration of other established characters, which I think is wrong. But as far as Moses is concerned, I think she's killing it, and I also think she's handling this situation pretty well. So that's where I'm at with it. I know it was going to come up. I know a lot of people got their feelings and their opinions about it. Again, highly recommend that thread, and we will move right the fuck on and talk about Kenobi. How does that sound? Is that okay? Would that be okay? If we did that, would that be cool? Or do you guys want to derail the whole stream? You let me know. Okay. Oh, here come all the... But I want to talk about it. Here's my opinion, Super Chats. Okay, listen. Kenobi Episode 3. Let me just ask you guys this. Let's start with this. What do you expect for Episode 3? Like, I guess what I'm saying is, do you think it's going to be better than the first two episodes? Do you think it's going to be on par with the next two, or the first two episodes? I personally believe this episode will likely be a big step up from the other two episodes. For me, I thought Episode 1 was stronger than Episode 2, right? And Episode 2 has an absolutely incredible ending, which I think really tees up and sets up, the beats in 3, 4, 5, 6. And, I'm kind of reminded of Ewan said in an interview, like, he doesn't have a favorite episode because to him, it all has a through line and it all works for the narrative. And I kind of I can feel that even from just the first two. Like, I can feel that because even though I think Episode 2 is not as strong, it works perfectly for, I think, what they're attempting to do with the overall narrative and the push forward of the story, right? So for me, I expect, I guess, just in the sense of pacing, that Episode 3 will be more fire. You know what I mean? And I expect, some fun Vader shit. I expect Kenobi to not necessarily become, the badass right away, because I think he will, come to fight Vader and be defeated, and that's going to suck for him, etc., etc. But I think that he will at least begin to be more open and engaged with what is going on in the galaxy. His attitude in episodes 1 and 2 are very wishy-washy, and it's very like he's only focused on Luke, and it doesn't even feel like he's really all there with Luke. Like, you know, he wants to protect him, he wants to raise him, but then he tells Nari, like, the Jedi are over, we lost and all that, and you can make sense of it in different ways. But I think that Kenobi will, because he probably can feel Anakin, and because he's now aware that Anakin is out there, he's going to become more engaged in what is going on. So I anticipate that. I will say that there are a ton of questions for me, mainly with regards to Reva and with the Grand Inquisitor and the Inquisitors, right? What is the status quo there? We have seen images and shots of them all in that underwater base, right? What's the deal? Do they find the Grand Inquisitor? Do they put him on ice? Is he fine? Does he literally pop up and say, third sister, but I have 2 stomachs. Didn't you read that lore book calendar from 13 years ago? How could you not know this, Is that shit gonna go down? Will Vader be engaged with the Inquisitors and what they are doing as well? And how will Vader's motivations come into play? Because I think it's pretty obvious he just wants Kenobi, and he doesn't want to talk to him. He wants to mess him up. You know what I mean? So I think episode 3 is going to be a lot of fun. I'm anticipating it to be probably better than episode 2. And I think it will also set up an absolutely epic episode 4. And I think episode 4 will probably be where we get one of the big confrontations between Vader and Anakin. Or Vader and Anakin. Why do I always do that? Vader and Obi-Wan. So I'm pretty hyped up. I think it's going to be real, real good. What do you guys think? Yes? You think it's going to be real, real good? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. And now, I think we need to get into some over-under. What's the hype level at, man? Out of 10, where's your hype level at? Out of 10, you let me know. Where's the hype level at, ladies and gentlemen? Check your Instagram. Nah, I'm cool. Ooh, damn. That's a lot of hype. Look at that. That's some high. 1 out of 10, unironically. Okay, right on. Damn. Okay, that's nice to see, man. That's a lot of hype. Trev's out of 4. Okay. On brand. 1 says Mando Studios. Okay. Yeah. Cool, man. Cool. I'm pretty excited, too. I would probably have to say my hype is at a 9. That ending, bro. There's some magic, bro. Like, the show's uneven. The show's not perfect. But what the things that really matter, they're nailing, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, they are nailing it. And, oh, man, I think that this is really where we're going to start to, really, really take off. I'm so excited for Vader. I'm so excited for the possibility of Vader explaining things. Getting more context for what the Empire is doing and all that sort of stuff. I'm down. So I'm into it, man. I'm into it, and I am excited. So let's do some over-unders with the class. Or over-unker, if you're familiar. So here's a very interesting one to start. Over, under 10 minutes of Vader in this episode. This is a really interesting one. This is a really interesting. Yeah. I want to know what you think. I want to know. You know what? I want to do another one. Oh, no, we'll do this one next. I should have done this one first, but anyway. Reva's gonna diss Vader, though. Yo, real talk. How funny would it be if Vader pops up and he just loves Reva? Reva, my favorite Inquisitor, my secret apprentice and best homie for life. Reva, you stabbed the Grand Inquisitor? Love it. I hated that dude. He doesn't even look like he did in Rebels. Reva. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. What if, like, Vader's all, like, serious and stuff, and he's like, look, being a Dark Lord of the Sith can be quite daunting and lonely. But then I met Reva, and she showed me that I don't have to be alone. She showed me that the dark side can also be the path to friendship. So, look at this over-under, guys. It's pretty interesting. 53% of you say it's going to be under 10 minutes of Vader. I don't know what to make of that. It kind of seems like a lot of you are like just maybe trying not to get your hopes up too much or something. You know, you're like, oh, no. It'll probably be like that. Or maybe you just honestly think that based on the vibes of the show, it'll be, he'll be sort of sparingly used. You know what I mean? Sparingly used. That's pretty interesting, you know? So it's kind of like right down the middle. Many of you guys think it'll be over 10 minutes. I got to be honest with you. I think it's going to be over 10 minutes. You know? And this isn't based on leaks or anything like that, because generally speaking, I think this episode is the least clear in the leaks. Like, what the hell's going on with episode 3? I think it's like the least clear thing. And there are elements from the first 2 episodes that are not in the leaks, so we'll just wait. You know, we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm going to go with over. I think over 10 minutes, because I think you're going to get, you know, a scene with Vader specifically. I think Vader is coming into the fold. So, like, I basically don't think that they're just going to show him, like, I'm coming after him, and then, like, cut to the other shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that Vader has entered the story. You know, I not like in the sense of like, oh shit, Vader in the background, you know, like I think he's actually entered the story. And so in that sense, I actually expect more than 10 minutes. So allow me to translate what I just said into Star Wars fan lingo. You know, and you'll feel me with this. You know, hit me with a 1 in the chat if you feel me with this. If you're feeling what if you're picking up what I'm setting down, put a 1 into the chat. If we don't get more than 10 minutes of Vader, I'll rage. Did I do it right? Did I do the Star Wars thing right? I'm just trying to be like, I'm trying to be the best Star Wars fan that I can be. You know, like I'm trying to blend in, you know, I'm trying to do the right thing here. And I think the right thing is if we don't get more than 10 minutes of Vader, we rage. We fucking rage, dog. You know, Star Wars is dead. You know, all the hashtags go fucking straight up the most toxic. You know, I'm just trying to do the right thing here. You know, there's a right way to fan, and there's a wrong way to fan, and it really does depend. It depends on the fandom. You know, some fandoms different, but I think I would know at this point what a Star Wars fan is like. I'm just trying to do the right thing, okay? So I will riot if we don't get more than 10 minutes. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. Ooh, this one's pretty interesting. Ooh, this one's going to be interesting. Over, under, 40% chance we see the Grand Inquisitor. Okay. What do you think? Wow. Wow. Guys, you are shocking. This is shocking. Like Chewie, he'll be back right away. Yo, I'm tempted to. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I'm not that confident in it. But I'm tempted to throw some wild shit out there. Like, if they mention this motherfucker having 2 stomachs, I'll shave my head. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's what I feel like saying. I'm not going to actually make that bet. But this whole 2 stomach things has literally triggered me to no end. This has triggered me to no end. And I will literally I'll tell you what. I'll tell you real talk. I'll shit my pants. We'll keep it chill, you know? You'll be watching the watch party and I'll be like make a face like that or something like that. Because if they mention that this motherfucker has 2 stomachs as if that's somehow brought up as like he pops up or Vader or Reva or anybody says it, like I swear to God, I will shit my pants. I'll shit my pants. Because I think that's like the most absurd thing. You know what I mean? I was looking forward to going like 9 rounds with theory about the 2 stomach thing. Of course, you know, hopefully Rainey, his dog is okay. And I totally get that and I understand that whole situation last night. But I was ready to fucking go about 2 stomachs. Like, are you kidding me? 2 stomachs? Anyway. So 72% of you say that it's an over 40% chance that you'll see the Grand Inquisitor. That's mind-blowing to me. That's mind-blowing. So what do you think's going to happen? You think he's going to just show up and then what? Like, and then what? Like, I'm going to low-key be a little fired up if he shows up. Like, just do some shit like, you know, he's back to recovering, or they found him. Kenobi must have stabbed him, you know, and he's recovering or some shit. Like, just say some shit so that I don't have to worry about it anymore, you know? Okay, let's do this. This is the only way I'll accept it. Okay? Opening scene of episode 3. Reva in a chair. She's got a real snarky kind of look on her face, like, You know, cut to the Grand Inquisitor, who's like, you know, kind of shook still, like, you know, and then voiceover. Vader. I have gathered you 2 here to work out your differences. Reva, what do we say about stabbing our own in one of their 2 stomachs? And then she's all like, I guess I shouldn't have done it, but it was real annoying. And then Vader's like, Grand Inquisitor, and he's like kind of still like shook and shit like that. Like, why don't you tell us how Reva made you feel? You know what I mean? That's the only way I'll accept it. Otherwise, just let him be done. Let him not be in the show anymore. You know? So I'm going to go against the 71% of you that think that shit's going to happen, because it, to me, only creates more problems in the story. If he's still in the show, how are we going to make sense of that? Like, I just don't see a way. I don't understand how we're going to make sense of that. Okay? So I would like to avoid all of that shit. And I'm hoping, I really just, no, you know? So, I guess we just agree to disagree on that one, chat. Agree to disagree on that one, okay? Okay, here's a good one. Here's one that's good. Over, under, 25% chance Kenobi fires up his lightsaber. Over, under, 25% chance. What do you think? His what? Oh, his wiener. I mean, lightsaber. I will allow the votes to come in a little bit before I comment on it. Sheesh. Sheesh. Wow. So, can we talk about something here? Can we have a discussion? Can we talk about this? How is it that you guys are like, we'll get 10 minutes or less of Vader, and I'm cool with that, but he's gonna fire up the lightsaber? Like, y'all are crazy. Like, I'm not saying he can't fire up the lightsaber, but what makes you think he would fire up the lightsaber now? I guess it's just we're on different pages here, which is okay. You know what I mean? It's okay, but we got to talk about it. Jensen's like, I said under. I'm not with them. Okay. Training. Interesting. Okay. Training. Okay. Huh. Okay, so here's the deal. Although I would love for Kenobi to fire that thing up, I actually don't see a scenario in which he's put in a position where he feels as though he has to, right? I mean, he's doing blaster fire, and it's, you know, he's not the worst shot in the world. He killed that dinosaur-looking dude, which is a tragedy. The dinosaur-looking dude was awesome. But he shot that dude, you know, he's holding up, you know, what's the guy's name? What's Kumal's character? You know what I'm saying? It's just over 25. That's fair. That's fair. I guess over 25 is you know, pretty low. I suppose, I guess I can get down with that. I just personally feel like very low chance that he'll fire up that saber. And you know what else? Like, the more I think about it, like, he'll probably fire up the saber in front of Vader or something. And it's going to be such a sad, pathetic, like, him firing up the saber. Like, he's going to fire up the saber, but get, like, literally bitch slapped and decimated by Anakin. I don't even think at this moment that Kenobi could beat an Inquisitor. With just generally speaking, the vibes and the way that he's, you know, kind of mopey. Feels like he's old. His hand gets hurt when he's trying to judo throw the one dude. He just seems like really a shadow of himself. He's not confident. Thank God he didn't try to fight Reva. Otherwise, there'd be another character that she'd stab through the chest that we'd have to make up reasons that he's still alive. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really see it. I don't see it in episode 3. I think probably in episode 4, but I also think he's going to get shellacked. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to get shellacked, and that's going to be a little tough for me. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest. Like, that's going to be a little tough for me, bro. You know, like, it's like one of your favorite players is just having an off game, dude. And, you know, you're like, oh, shit, here he comes, you know, and then he's shooting like 3 for 16 from the field, and you're like, damn. It's a rough one, man. That's a rough one for my mans. shit. You know, that's kind of what it feels like that with Kenobi. Like, I feel like we're going to have to watch him take some licks. 100%. And, yeah. Yeah. Now, I think it will arrive at a place that we're much more excited for. You know what I mean? And we're like, yo, like, that's Kenobi. That's my man. You know what I mean? We will get there. I think we'll get there. But unfortunately, I think it's going to be kind of like a, I'll stand against you, Anakin. And Anakin's going to be like, yeah, right, bitch. And then just totally fuck him up. And that's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing to see. But I'm going against the class again. And I do not believe that it's over 25% chance. I say under 25% chance that he lights up the saber there, okay? Okay, here's one that'll trigger some of you. Trigger warning. Here we go. Watch the Star Wars fans do what Star Wars fans do after this one. Over under 60% chance they break canon. I'm just going to say it. I was going to like tiptoe around it, but nah, we know what it is. We know what it is. We know what it is. Trigger warning. Over under 60% chance that they break canon in episode 3. Let's let the votes roll in. Yeah. Canon Schmanon, says Carl. Carl, you write on Kenobi? Are you the writer of Kenobi? No. Oh, shit. See, here's the thing. You guys might, like, this is another weird thing that's, like, Star Wars fans, man. Star Wars fans. So here's the thing. I like the show a lot. But dude, they don't give a fuck about canon. In my opinion. I like the show. I think some of the moments they're setting up are impactful. I like it. But they are not as concerned. I guess this is what I'm saying is, the reality is they are way more concerned with the show having impactful moments and doing show things than they are it very stringently adhering to canon. I actually don't mind it that much. I wish they were a little bit more, like, you know, tight with it. And I think, again, you know, I sort of always circle back to this thing. It's another reason that I believe that Star Wars should probably move past going back to legacy characters and times that are really wedged in between other movies or stories and things like that, right? Because you're just not going to please everybody, and it just opens you up to those kind of little criticisms, which I think do add up over time, right? So, I mean, guys, like, they break canon all the time, right? Bad Batch, the season 1, episode 1 of Bad Batch breaks canon. You know? Book of Boba Fett with Yoda's lightsaber breaks canon. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's just, you know, they just do that. So I will tell you, I'm going to agree with the class on this one. It looks like 57% of you say that, yeah, it's an over 60% chance that they break canon again. And I guess we'll just kind of have to see, like, is this going to be something that's really going to bother us? Or is it going to be stuff that you're like, okay, you know, that was never really super clear. I don't, like, hang my hat on this one particular detail or this way this one line was delivered. And I think that at the end of the day, the show is actually doing the right thing. You know, having said everything that I just said, I actually think that the show is making the right decisions by creating these moments and wanting these moments to be impactful and not worrying so much about all the other stuff that came before. So that's kind of where I'm at with it, okay? So, yeah. Okay. One more over-under. And then we're going to do a couple of giveaways. Then we'll get into the Q&A. We'll break down the Super Chats and all that stuff, okay? Over-under. Let me just double-check here. Over-under, 33% chance we get more explanation for Reva's motives. Do you think we're going to get more of an explanation for Reva's motives? Let me know what you think. Put it into the chat. Oh, Jedi Mike says under. That's interesting. Joshua is Reva. Let me think about that for a second. Yes. Yes. You know, I think in a lot of ways we're all Reva. You know, the more I think about it, I think we're all Reva. Can I get an amen? Put an amen into the chat if you think we've all got a little Reva in us. What do you think? Yeah. Good vibes today, guys. Good job. Damn, look at that. 82% of you say over. Okay, I'm actually with you on this too, and I think this is going to be great. Because, you know, if I'm being honest, I've thought a lot. I mean, who hasn't? Can I ask another question? Can I ask another question? Let's just... Here's something that's kind of funny. Put a 1 into the chat if you have personally given what I would... just way too much thought to the character of Reva. You know? Can we get honest with ourselves here? Put a 1 into the chat if your mind dwells on the character Reva. But yeah. Right? Renee's like, dude, miss me with that shit. Yeah. Yeah. So I think this is actually by design. Right? I think this is actually what they're doing with the writing, because there is a lot of intriguing stuff about the character. I find myself definitely not hating Reva the way I thought I might when I looked at the leaks and when I, thought about all that stuff. I definitely don't mind her as much as I thought I would. And I actually think there's a lot of intrigue to this character. I think it's pretty obvious that she's one of the Jedi in the temple. It's also pretty obvious that she knows things other characters do not. Maybe via her power, maybe via the way she, can do research, look in the archives, all that sort of stuff. She's got some weird thing with Vader. She's got another weird thing with Kenobi. And I think, frankly, unless you just, hate her, I think you'd have to admit that there's a lot of questions there. There's a lot of intriguing, interesting things about this character. She's dating Vader, says Brandon. Yes, probably. And I think that if they do this right, which, honest to God, guys, all hyperbole and cockbockery aside, I don't know a single person out there that, doesn't have an agenda that is actually rooting for her to be a bad character. Can you imagine rooting for this character to be bad just so you can complain about it or, continue to grift or something? You know what I mean? Something like that. Imagine wanting this character to make no sense. That is such a... That's, in some way, that's kind of where some people have gotten to, and I think it's fucking crazy. I, for one, am actually rooting for the character to make sense. For the character to actually have a well-thought-out story, And I think within the backstory for this character, there's a lot of potential. And so I think in episode 3, hopefully, we'll get more of that. We'll get more of an explanation, right? And we'll get more of that backstory. And if it continues to make sense and if it continues to be intriguing, then I think you've got a decent character. You know what I'm saying? So I will reserve judgment until we see it. But I got to say, I agree with the class And I do think we're going to get more of an explanation for her motives. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Picking up what I'm setting down? Good talk. All right, let's do a little thing here, okay? Let's do a little thing. Let's do a little thing. And by the way, real talk and honesty will cut both ways. You know what I mean? I just want to be real with you on that, okay? Because I'll probably say some things that you don't love. But it's honest. So, let's first drop some nerd coin to the people. 3,000 nerd coin because I love you all, 3,000. And then I'm going to do it again. Bam. Another 3,000. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Okay, complete that one. It still had Bobby up from the other one. Okay, here we go. We're going to get this going on here, okay? We'll start. Funko Popo. That's kind of funny. I just did a typo with a Funko Pop, and Funko Popo. This might be my... I kind of like that. Funko Popo. Funko Popo. Okay. Boom. Boom. Okay, here we go. We got 2 minutes. 2,000 a ticket. And you can enter up to 10 times. Check this baby out. Look at that Vader. Pointing at you, man. You know? Oh, your husband's doing late night snacks too much and he's putting on a little bit of weight. Put Vader in the snack drawer with a little note. You know what I mean? He goes in to get the thing. Vader's staring at him like, you know, you shouldn't be doing this. You know what I mean? You know, your teenage daughter driving too fast in the car. You know, on the speedometer, little Vader, little message. Slow down. You know, all sorts of utility with this Vader Funko Popo. So I think you will enjoy it. Yeah. You know, don't forget to put the seat down, you know, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, there's so much utility. There's so much utility with this Vader. It's crazy. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And I just want to point this out as well. Tomorrow, I believe, is the first of the month, right? And we will be doing another 200... Oh, wait, no. We're going to have to do it Thursday. What am I thinking? Yeah, we'll do it Thursday. Sorry. There's no stream tomorrow morning. It'll be Thursday morning. But we will do another $200 GameStop gift card giveaway for a lucky Nerdventure member. All you got to do is be a member. That's it. We'll randomly draw it. Some lucky member will get a $200 GameStop gift card. It's a way to give back to the community. Membership is a great way to support this channel. YouTube's weird. You know, videos, AdSense, all that kind of stuff. It can be very hit or miss. The best way to support this content and to keep me coming out here and making these jokes is to support via membership. So we like to give back, and on Thursday we shall give back. Now let's see who won Darth Vader. Austin Johnson, my man. Austin, hit me up, bro. Hit me up, Austin. Hit me up via Discord or hit me up via Twitter or something. Hit me up, Austin. Get that shipped out to you. He says, yeah. My man. Okay, one more giveaway, then we're going to get into the Q's and the A's here, okay? Luke Skywalker. Funko Popo. And this thing is sick, dude. This thing is sick, dude. Same thing. It'll cost you $2,000 a ticket. Boom. We'll start right now. Now, I didn't know this. Okay? Yesterday, you guys brought this to my attention. These Luke Skywalkers are actually pretty rare. I didn't know this, but apparently a group of pirates from the Caribbean captured a freighter full of these Luke Skywalker things and set them on fire because they said Star Wars is too woke. It's crazy. But what that did was it created a serious lack of supply. And so now these are incredibly rare. And you guys told me that story yesterday. I didn't look it up at all. I just chose to believe you. So, yeah. Check it out. Super fun. Super fun and shiny and shit. It's pretty cool. So there you have it. There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Babu Frick, you cute little fucker, says somebody. Oh, wait, that was in the old stream. Ten seconds, guys. Get your entries in. Damn, Austin, I see you going big with the 10 again. 10 tickets from Austin. Josh I went for 10. Carl went for 10. Damn, a lot of people went for 10. Okay, you ready to see? Let's check it out. Here we go. Boom. Ben Friel. I like that name, Friel. I like that. Yo, Ben, hit me up, brother. Hit me up. You have just won a Luke Skywalker Funko Pop. Funko Pop. Okay. We're going to get into Q&A now. And allow me a moment to set this up properly. And I also have a... Yeah, complete that. I have to look at some of them from the last stream as well, which did not pop up here. But there were a couple of folks that... At least one or something that put in a super chat on the other stream. So I want to go over that as well, okay? Let me check this out. Okay, so yeah, Moosty, my friend, says, what the fuck, bro? You closed the elevator on me in the tower. Hey, my bad, man. My bad, you know? I was just probably in a mood. You know? I didn't know it was you, bro. And then you followed up and says, going to Awesome Con this weekend, going to see so many voice actors, including Anthony Daniels. You should check out the panel they have. Lots of nerdy stuff. That sounds sick, dude. Then let me double check something, eh? Okay, we got a couple more that came in. This was a $20 holler, very generous, by Dimitri Video 1. Says, when Obi-Wan left the message that all Jedi shouldn't return to the temple, basically survive on your own, meant that young Reva had nowhere to turn. The Jedi turned their back on you. That might be why she hates Kenobi so much. Yeah, I agree. I actually agree with that. I think it's totally fair character motivation, and I think that it'll probably be spelled out and explored in further episodes, right? So, yeah, no, I'm down, brother, and I really appreciate that 20 spot, man. It means a lot. It keeps the lights on over here for sure. Okay, so now let's get into the other chats, and allow me just a moment here. Oh, want to say a thing too. Tomorrow at noon, we're streaming, but only for members, right? So Wednesdays at noon, we do a member stream. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you guys how to play Marvel Snap, and I'm going to do a little bit of it on stream and just show you how cool that game is, man, because I've been loving that game. I absolutely love Marvel Snap. Probably going to do some streams with just Marvel Snap at some point as well, because I'm really enjoying it. Okay, let's get into these. Never Lose Your Nerd says, my tinfoil theory about Grand Inquisitor was right. Well, that's awesome, but you didn't tell me what it was, dude. So how am I supposed to know? The Alternate Timeline, new member, welcome. You are a nerd. Venture now. Scott McCrite says, great show, Josh. Excited for Bad Batch Season 2. What month do you think it'll drop in the fall? And who do you got for UFC 275? I'm going to be completely honest with you here, bro. I'm actually not super familiar with these fighters, at least not by name. Let me see if I know them at all from their faces. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I do know this guy. So I actually like the Prochashka. That's who I'm going to go with. Prochashka. I like him. I like his top knot kind of thing he's got going on there. What month do I think Bad Batch Season 2 is? I'd say probably November. I'd say November, probably. I think it's going to be sweet. Big Steven W. says, Reva is written deliberately as annoying AF, just as Ahsoka was, so the character could have an arc. Yeah, I just don't agree with that, you know? But that's just my personal thing, right? Because I think that, look, there's something to this trope for sure. This is shonen trope, right? The annoying young male character eventually, sort of has an arc and becomes more confident and all these different things. That's not what's going on with Reva. You know what I mean? And I don't really think she's, like, annoying. You know, like, but that's just me. I know a lot of people are annoyed by her. I know Theory's big thing is, like, no, she's written to be annoying. I think she's written to be abrasive and to be wild. And that's fine. But I don't like the writing around her with the Inquisitors. Like, I feel like they're written poorly to make her stand out. It's, like, really weird. It feels very uneven to me. But I get you, man. Patrick says, it's this toxic corner of the fandom that could derail big-name actors to join Star Wars if the character isn't in line with exactly what fans want. Look, I get you, bro, and I understand that fans are at least partially culpable for what is going on here. It is too complex to get into in this exact stream, but again, I think I'm going to do a full video on this. Star Wars is not without blame here, and I'm not crazy about the way they're handling this situation. So I think that some of that might just come down to agree to disagree, and maybe you guys see it very differently. But generally speaking, I think that Star Wars is perpetuating the narrative that they are picking sides in the culture war. And maybe they straight up are. And maybe some of you think that's straight up great. I don't. And I think there's a mischaracterization for some of the people that have problems with Reva. You know what I mean? Again, it gets into that thing like where Rey, you had people like J.J. Abrams saying, oh, well, people that don't like Rey are just mad that Han Solo gave a girl the Millennium Falcon. That's so reductive. And I think that it actually further divides the fans. It doesn't bring them together, right? So we might have to agree to disagree on that. The Casual Moose with a $10 holla says, I agree with your opinion on the Inquisitors. How come the second sister from Fallen Order killed an innocent worker to reveal Cal, but the other Inquisitors were acting careful on an outer rim planet? Yeah, look, these things are subjective and it is fandom, but you'll never convince me that they're doing that because of the Senate. Now, if they straight up say it in the next episode, I'll be like, oh, that's interesting, and I'll still hate it because it feels uneven for the characters, right? But, some of this is just like, I think it should be taken lightly. Like this is just a fan argument. This is just like, oh, Batman's got a new suit. What do the folks at the comic book shop think? I guarantee you there'll be some people that hate it. There'll be some people that love it. And the debate about that is the juice. That's where the juice is. So, my opinion on Inquisitors, dumb. Scott McCray, $20 holla, very generous, says, thanks for all the content. Keep fighting the good fight. I appreciate that, brother. I really do. Rob Dowler says, Red Hot Chili Peppers tour is canceled. Thanks, Grand Inquisitor. Oh, shit, really? I don't know what that means. New poster suggests Reva as Vader's opponent. Ooh, I kind of like that. Sozin's comment says, you think that Vader knows that Reva knows he's Anakin? I think that Vader knows that Reva knows. Plus, Reva killing the Grand Inquisitor just for clout felt weak, but there is no need to go after the actress. 100% agree with that take. Does Anakin know... Let me ask you guys. Let's pause for a second here. Let's look at the chat. Do you guys think that Vader knows that Reva knows? Yes or no? What do you think? Do you think that Vader knows that Reva knows? Yes or no? Wow, that's a lot of no's. That's a lot of no's. Yeah, that is going to be a very interesting thread to see how they handle. You know what I mean? That is going to be really interesting. Interesting. Dooley says, if two stomachs are mentioned, we get a Josh belly rub on camera. Okay, I'll make that deal. And you know, I haven't been in the gym in like 4 or 5 days, so I'm starting to get plump. You can probably see it in my face. I'm starting to get nice and plump. You know, got that dad bod going on. So I'll give you a belly slap and a belly rub if they do the two stomachs thing. I will also cry. Dig a Pig says, sorry about my super chat yesterday. I was pretty emotional. It's not just the culture war stuff. I'm really done with Disney having no plans for Star Wars. Celebration was a real letdown in my opinion. Well, let me just say this, Dig a Pig. You don't have to apologize. And I hope you don't think that I was chastising you yesterday. I personally also have a lot of problems with what Disney is doing to Star Wars. I think I've been pretty vocal about it. But we got to understand, man, like what we're trying to do here is like cultivate an environment that's, you know, mostly just here to like have fun with these nerdy things. And I know some people get their enjoyment from Schadenfreude or like from shitting on stuff. And a lot of you guys love it when I rant about stuff or you get all fired up. But we have to have the North Star to create a community where a lot of people are welcome. And we, generally speaking, approach this stuff from the angle that we want to enjoy it. You know? So that's all I was really trying to say. And trust me, bro. And a lot of you members probably know this more than other people. I have a lot of issues with what's going on as well. So it's all good. The real Jesse Lee Reed says, Rupert doesn't look or sound like Grand Inquisitor from Rebels. Are we sure it's even the same dude? Different member of the same species? Brothers? I mean, that's possible, but it would also actually upset me, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of those things where I would be like, that's unnecessarily complex, and I'm triggered now. That would actually really upset me. Low Live says, give me the therapist session from Falcon and the Winter Soldier with Reva and the Inquisitor counseled by Vader, or cancel the show. I'm with you there, bro. I'm with you there 100%. By the way, I don't know what Elisa is cooking right now, but god damn, does it smell good. Mike House says, oh, well, you know what? She's probably doing the steak, and we're doing like a steak Caesar salad. Mike House says, so Reva has proven Kenobi is alive, and you think Vader would care and not dress down the Grand Inquisitor's failure of 10 years while bleeding out? They are Sith, and backstabbing is expected. Well, they are not Sith, actually. Reva has proven Kenobi is alive, and you think Vader would care and not dress down the Inquisitor's failure of 10 years or bleeding out. Okay, so there's fair in what you're saying here. Would Vader really care about the Grand Inquisitor? No, he hates all the Inquisitors, so he wouldn't care at all. But I do think that if the Grand Inquisitor is in the show still, it has to be addressed. I mean, of course, like, I'm memeing about Vader, like, you know, doing all that or whatever, you know, like the therapy and all that shit. It's a meme. But it would certainly have to be addressed. You know what I mean? And if Vader's, like, taken over and he's in charge, like, how's he not going to address that? Max says, hey, Daddy, what's up, my boy? Christian with a $5 holla says, has someone talked about the paradoxical logic behind the Grand Inquisitor roasting Reva for being a prior Jedi? I don't get it. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit last night. Again, we got cut short. Hope that Theory's dog is doing okay. And I think we're going to pick back up on either Wednesday or Thursday night to go over a lot of your guys' super chats. But, yeah, that line is very confusing to me as well. I don't quite understand it, and I would like clarification. So, yeah. Apar says, over 1.4K watching the stream. Good job, Josh. Hey, thanks, bro. Thank you very much. Josh I says, YouTube killed my membership and didn't even tell me? I got it sorted out, though. Sucks. I should have hit my 2-year mark already. Keep doing what you're doing, Papa Josh. P.S. Take my money, brother. Well, thank you so much, Josh. I hope you're doing well. Hope the family's good, and it's all good, man. YouTube's weird, man. So it's all good, brother. I appreciate the support. John Johnson said with a $5 holla, my other stream ate my other super chat. Thanks for 17 months, brother. Nerd Adventures for life. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. James says for a $14 holla, we see a shot in the trailer with Reva and stormtroopers storming out the headquarters of the Inquisitors, I think. maybe Vader will kill them alongside Reva when they reach to Kenobi, hopefully. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know, man. I don't really know 100% what to expect there. But I guess my biggest hope is that Vader's just no nonsense. You know, I'd really like Vader to be no nonsense, for him to be, like, doing stuff. Kicking butt. So, yeah, we'll see. Some of the shots in the trailer are a little confusing, yeah? Time to fulfill my need for speed in the danger zone. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Reva is the best character ever, says Big Stevie W. Well, right on. I hope that that you're speeding in the danger zone, and I hope that like, what does that mean? Did you get a speeding ticket or something? Are you going to pay a speeding ticket right now? Are you going to traffic court? Sozin says with a $10 holla, Kenobi is going to get washed, but it would be dope if Obi used both sabers at some point in the fight, dual wielded against Vader. He's done it before against Maul and Savage in the Clone Wars. Bro, I hadn't even considered that, but I will tell you, that shit's fire, bro. That's a great idea. I would absolutely love it. Like Vader like, and then my man's like, oh, bro, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I think that'd be sick. Thank you for that. James, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. Tex Venger Bobby says, so here's my thing with Reva. I like the character. She has a lot of potential, but I feel she is being used poorly by the writers. Yeah, I tend to agree. And look, we're just going to have to wait and see, and then we'll have a discussion about it overall, right? Craig says, much love, man. Been watching your live channel for the last few weeks now and loving the content. Keep it up, man. Much love from Chicago. Shout out Blue XX. Well, thank you, Craig. I appreciate that. Yeah, we've got a pretty good crew over here. We like to have a lot of fun. And, you know, I keep it pretty light, pretty funny. But I'm also not afraid to kind of go there, too, right? So, appreciate you. Baklava, great name. Can someone please explain to me where the Grand Inquisitor is seen in the trailer? Scenes after episodes 1 and 2, holding on to hope for this Obi-Wan stomach Kenobi show. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't think he is in the show anymore, man. I don't think so, actually. So we'll just have to wait and see. Notorious BFG says, Josh, I tried giving you some Steel Man love on Twitter. Bring back Thought Sauce. Yeah, I appreciate that. And yeah, I kind of made a thing today where I was like, look, man, I know there's like the culture war and everybody's all fired up about it. I have some thoughts on it, and I actually think that I do a pretty good job of being even-handed with it and bringing up a lot of perspectives. But the truth is I hate it, and I hate the division. I hate all of that. But I said today on Twitter that if the culture war is still raging this hard in 5 years, I'll do a commentary channel. And we'll do full-on videos and streams just diving right into these topics, which I will hate, but you will all probably love. Infinite Multiverse says, Cal Kestis is the best Star Wars character not in live action they have. Also, they canonized orange sabers in Fallen Order. Would love to have both on screen. Amen, bro. I would like that as well. And I'd like Cal quite a bit. Dag says, Vader water base at Camino. Obi-Wan clones. Dude, you're getting too crazy. And also, yes, please. Obi-Wan clones. Let's go. Fifi with a $10 holla. What's up, Fifi? Says, Kenobi is all right. But seeing older Kenobi makes me kind of wish we had an older Luke show starring Mark Hamill before the events of Episode 7. Feels like a total missed opportunity. Yeah, that's kind of fair. That's kind of fair, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's like there's, like I said many times before, when it comes to Star Wars, I'm pretty irrational. So there's like, I'll say things like, you know, they should stop going back to legacy characters. And then I'll also get really excited about young Dooku. Right? So, yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, that would be cool. But, like, should they really do that and chance it? I'm not sure. Mike East with a $5 holla says, hey, nerds, thanks for everything you do. Josh joined this week and hyped for you. Wishing my daughter, Leia, Happy 18th birthday on Friday. Got theory to do it. Oh, that's sick. Well, happy birthday, Leia. Happy 18th. I guess welcome to adulthood. Some of it's cool. A lot of it isn't, but you'll do fine. And, yeah, that's cool, Mike. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Austin Johnson says, yo, who are you on Discord? I believe it is, what's my name on Discord? Like Josh the Jedi or something like that? What's my name? Yeah, Josh the Jedi is my name on Discord. Let's keep going here. Alternate Timeline says, just became a Nerdvenger. Been watching you for some time and just wanted to say you inspired me to create my own channel as well, so thank you. Well, thank you, and also welcome to the Nerdvengers. You are a Nerdvenger now. Carl says, pour some blue milk out for Canon. Also, you will love when Babu Frick fixes Grand Inquisitor with the help of the Vespa gang. Wow. Wow. That's kind of cool, actually. I don't hate that as much as you think I might. Infinite Multiverse says, Josh, can we see if Papa Feige is spying on Nerdventure's Tower? No. He's not here today. He's not here today. He's spying on Kathleen Kennedy, and he's trying to figure out if she's ever going to allow him to make the Star Wars movie. Imagine being Kevin Feige and being like, yo, I could make all this shit way better. By the way, can anybody find me the clip? Please send it to me. Can anybody find me the clip where Dave said at the panel on Sunday, I often ask Kathleen Kennedy, why do you make the movies you make? Because if that shit's real, I need to see it. Because that's hilarious. Jonathan Peters says, what did you think of Ewan McGregor saying he hopes everyone enjoys episodes 1 to 6, then follows up by saying 7, 8, 9, and 10? Could there be 10 episodes? No. What do I think of him saying that? I think he probably felt like maybe he shouldn't have said that there was only 6 episodes. And he might have been like, well, maybe I can throw them off or something like that. I will be shocked if there's more than 6 episodes. In a good way. But, yeah, I just really don't see it. Chris Kimball says, I just wanted to say, no hard feelings about the short nerd theory. I hope everything is okay with Theory's pup. Much love. Yeah, I feel the same way, man. I feel the same way. And I felt bad for him. Honestly, like, I feel like we probably should have just canceled it regardless. Like, just straight up delayed it. Because, like, he just kind of wasn't there mentally. You know, and he's like really like your thoughts dwell on your pup, you know, as they should. So yeah, I hope that she's okay. I hope he's okay, and we'll get the band back together soon. Never Lose Your Nerd says that he isn't the one from Rebels and dies. I don't know about that. Joe Bryan says, you think Dark Avengers is still a thing in the MCU? I do, in multiple ways. So I think that the Thunderbolts are likely going to do their thing. But I also think that they have plans for an actual Dark Avengers, which could be multiversal, actually. And I do have some really cool Marvel content that's kind of like on the back burner right now. But I'm working on some stuff like about Secret Wars and some of these other things. So, yeah, we'll get there. John Allen says, ironic, isn't it? Waiting for the Star Wars magic amongst the most magic place of all. I'm not sure what that means, but yes. I am Turtlebot. Welcome to the Nerdvengers. Uh-oh, I gotta get out of here. Elisa says the salad looks good. Yeezy Fo Sheezy says, can't wait to see more Hayden. Grand Inquisitor face in trailer was but under dark lighting, he looks really good. The dark makeup around his eyes and Sith eyes is awesome. I agree with that. I think he looks pretty sure. Last super chat today says, Apollo Prime says, did you see Reva's gainer to somersault combo? No. I mean, I saw her doing the parkour and shit. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Okay, guys, I gotta get on out of here. I'm gonna get on out of here. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for taking a part of this stream. I will see you guys at 2:30 a.m. for the Kenobi watch party. I think it's going to be awesome. That'll be a good time. Look out for a Reva video either today or tomorrow. I'll probably wait because I want to wait to see what happens in episode 3. But I'll talk about Reva. I'll talk about the whole issue. I'll get into all the details. I'll give nuance to both sides. I'll sit right on the fence. You'll all hate it. So that'll be cool. Got some Marvel stuff working on as well. I'll see the Nerdvengers tomorrow at noon for a stream. And other than that, man, I hope you're taking care of yourself. And, yeah, much love. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Yeah. Good Kenobi stream. Yeah. Thought it was a good one, man. Thought it was a good one. Seems like you guys enjoyed it as well. I gotta get the fuck out of here. This steak smells too good. I gotta eat. I'm hungry. Okay, I got nothing for you. I got nothing cool. I got no tea. I got nothing funny to say. I got nothing. And also...